Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kyle Ellicott. I'm the founder and chief labs officer of Wearable World, and today I'm joined with
David Cannington. I'm the co-founder of Nuheara.
So David, tell us, where did the idea for Nuheara come from?
You know, that's a good question, Kyle. So Nuheara came about when my co-founder and I were working in a previous company, another audio technology business. We met thousands of people through the course of the time we were building that business that talked about having the kind of technology that we're going to put into Nuheara in their own lives. Okay, so Justin and I got together about 6 months ago and saw the explosion of wearables and the advancements in miniaturization. And because we knew how to build this sort of technology, we knew we could build it at a very reasonable price. So we started the company that way. So I've worked with Justin for over 10 years, and actually the founding team have got over 70 years of experience of building these sorts of very sophisticated audio technology devices.
So this is not your first go around in this industry. You guys are a pretty experienced, well-versed team.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've been thinking about this concept for a decade now, and we're so excited that the time has come around that we can now launch a product like Nuheara. But as I said, the founding team, you can't do something that we're doing with Nuheara with some people that have just come up with the idea and sat in a garage. I mean, there's very deep research and development that goes into what we're going to do with Nuheara, and the founding team that we have is, as I said, got a significant amount of experience in not just inventing audio technology, but building it and bringing it to market.
So with that, tell us a little bit more about the technology that goes into Nuheara. I'm sure a lot of people want to understand, what sets us apart from a standard earbud that someone might wear.
There's a lot of wireless earbuds coming out now. It's become quite popular in this day and age to come out with a crowdfunding campaign to support a wireless earbud. But we're really taking the whole technology to another level. We're not just about wireless, we're actually about a product that, if you think of an assisted listening device and a noise cancelling headset and a Bluetooth earpiece, and you take all those core capabilities and put it into two small, cool looking hearables with no wires or cables, that's Nuheara.
Wow, so it really is everything in one device that anybody can use at any time for a number of different uses. And what might some of those uses be?
Well, there's multiple applications for Nuheara. I mean, it's really a lifestyle product, so it fits into your lifestyle in many different facets, from using it when you exercise, to connecting to your voice-enabled apps like Siri, to obviously making phone calls with no wires or cables, to listening to music in noise cancellation mode. But what really sets us apart is our ability to be able to connect that digital world that I just described to the physical world. So Nuheara is going to be able to give you the control to hear what you're hearing in your physical world, from focusing on speech in noisy restaurants to increasing the background noise when you need to increase it. So for instance, if you're listening to music while you're riding along the street and you want to stay safe and you want to have a better balance of the background noise and the music, Nuheara will give you the control to do that. So it's all about giving you the control to hear what you hear in your digital world, also in your physical world, and being able to balance between the two of them.
It's amazing. I can't wait to have this at either my favorite concert or the next tech event that I have to go to as I'm walking around the room. And something like CES sticks out a lot for me of how noisy an environment it is, and trying to talk to someone, and this device really could help solve that. Which is exciting. Now, to switch over to crowdfunding, a lot of companies have tried to put something out there on the crowdfunding or in the crowdfunding space around this type of device. One, what sets you guys apart, and how are you overcoming some of the bad tastes that people have gotten in their mouth due to campaigns not being delivered on time, or some of the other issues that others have experienced?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a growing interest in this whole wireless earbud space, or what we call the hearable space. I just want to say that it's really important to understand what you have ahead of you when you're building a business like this. And we know exactly what we have ahead of us because we've done this plenty of times before. And we've spent many, many years inventing, building, and commercializing products like this. So our approach to the crowdfunding campaign will be, number one, be incredibly transparent. Number two, don't overpromise. And number three, and probably most importantly, to convince people that we actually can do this. And we know we can do it because of our experience and our history. So there, as you well know, there's been a number of companies that have made some big promises and haven't even yet delivered. There's other companies out there like Doppler Labs who I think are doing some interesting things, but they're really only solving half of the equation. So it's okay to control what you hear in your physical world or in your real world, but we all live in such a digitally orientated world now that you can't avoid connecting your digital world to your physical world. And that was really what we wanted to do with Nuheara.
So speaking of some of those companies you mentioned, what sets you apart from the Doppler Labs or the Braggies, some of the others that are out there? Yeah. What sets Nuheara apart from the competition that's out there now?
Yeah, a couple of things. Number one, our deep research and development. So we're not just a couple of guys that have come up with this great idea and we're going to build it in a lab somewhere. I mean, we have a partnership with Curtin University down in Australia, and Curtin has really a great reputation for innovating in the audio digital signal processing sphere. Our technology is born from very deep research and development that has been going on for quite a while. The second thing is, the team, as I said, we've got a team who've all worked before together, and we know what path we have ahead of us. So being able to understand the technology that goes into things like hearables is a huge advantage because it's not easy. It's very, very difficult technology, and we understand that.
So you mentioned the word hearables. Yeah. We have the word out there of wearables and the Internet of Things, and wearables, there's this progression to be on all different parts of the body, and hearables is just one of those things that should be pretty obvious. How do you see this industry growing? Whether it's wearables or now it's hearables or something else, how do you see it grow?
I think it's kind of an exciting time for the wearables industry. As we well know, you know this better than I do, that wearables is exploding. And every analyst report that comes out is always increasing their forecasts and projections for the future. So our perspective on the wearables, and that's exciting, but our perspective on the wearables industry is that there's a responsibility that the manufacturers in this industry have towards solving real consumer problems, not just manufacturing nice to have products. And we feel very deeply that we want to go and solve a problem in the marketplace with the technology that we're building. And we're very confident if we can solve a problem, we're going to be very successful. And when I say solving a problem, I see it in three ways, right? So the first one is you've got to find a deep consumer pain point. And in our case, it's the consumer that's really struggling to hear what they want to hear. The second one is you've got to improve consumers' quality of life, and you've got to do it instantaneously. So there's got to be immediate gratification. And I think that's the downfall of the Fitbits and the biometric wristbands, is that the immediacy of the benefit isn't there. So with Nuheara, as soon as you put Nuheara on, you will be able to experience a difference in your quality of life. And that's what we're striving for.
And with a difference of quality of life, who is that target person? Is it someone that is 18 to 35? Is it someone that's 35 to 55? What does the target customer look like for Nuheara?
We're a lifestyle product and we skew slightly older. I'm a perfect example of a target customer for Nuheara, and it's one of the reasons why I'm loving what I'm doing with Nuheara is because I want to build something that I want to wear. So I'm obviously connected to all my digital devices, but I also struggle to hear sometimes, and I'd like a boost of hearing. And so that consumer, someone who's connected to their digital devices, but wants some help in how they hear their real world, is the perfect consumer. Now, if you look at the statistics, something like 50 million people over the age of 40, and they're mainly men, have some degree of hearing loss. But it's also happening at a younger age. So 1 out of 5 people from 20 to 30 are now suffering a little bit of hearing loss. So we're all needing some help in our physical world, and that's really where we fit in. Allowing consumers to improve the quality of their life by giving them the control to hear what they want to hear, both in their physical and their digital world.
So with that being said, the target customer, I mean, right now, most people that I know, most men at that matter, would not want to wear something in their ear to improve their quality of hearing. What sets Nuheara apart from some of the other devices that are more traditional that help hearing, such as a hearing aid that kind of makes it feel hip or cool to wear and not have to feel like you're 95 when you're still...
No, it's a good question, and it's something that we've given a lot of thought to. And I think the simple way to answer your question is industrial design. I mean, we've built something that looks really fresh, really innovative, and really stylish. I mean, this is Nuheara. It's a beautiful looking little earbud that you fit in your ear like that. And it seamlessly fits into who you are as a person. So for us, design is absolutely critical for the success of our business. And we've spent a lot of time working on this design to make sure that it's something that people will be proud to wear. And as a founder of the business, I know I'm going to be proud to wear this, and I'm hoping that everyone else will as well.
Well, I will be as well too. I can't wait. I already have hearing loss, so I can't wait to wear one as well. So in terms of the longevity of this industry and also of Nuheara, what do you see coming down next for hearables? Do you see the Nuheara device getting smaller and smaller to a point where it's almost embeddable? What are your thoughts on where things go from here?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question, and it's a really exciting time for devices like Nuheara, because you've essentially got a computer in your ear, right? And we are heading towards a voice-enabled world. Our belief is that we're going to be doing a lot more things in the course of our daily life with our voices and our hearing than we are with our fingers. And so what you need is a state-of-the-art platform, hearing platform, to be able to do that. So there's thousands of developers around the world developing really exciting voice-enabled apps. We want to be their partner. We want to be the best-of-breed hearing platform in which they build their apps. So that's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is we're not a hearing aid. We don't want to be a hearing aid. But there's ways to help people with their hearing that improves the quality of their life without being a hearing aid. Technology is moving at a rapid pace in this area. And so we've been at the forefront of all that innovation for quite a while now, our core team. And so we're really excited about the things that are coming down the pipe. It's really about having a hearing platform in your ear that is essentially a computer that can do amazing things.
Perfect. Well, everybody, you've heard it here first. Definitely check out Nuheara, nuheara.com. David, thank you very much.
Thanks, Carl.
For joining us.
Good talking to you.
Definitely check out how you can augment the world around you.